country where the future feels like the present, where trains glide at 300 kilometers per hour, yet arrive within seconds of schedule, where robots become waiters in restaurants and hotel lobbies, and entire streets glow with technology. It feels perfect, clean, safe, ordered. But beneath the harmony lies a quieter story of loneliness, empty towns, and memories that some would rather forget. Let's begin with the beauty the world admires. Tokyo, a living, breathing city of light, one of the busiest cities on Earth, where life moves 24/7. Bullet trains race silently across the land, arriving within seconds of schedule. Even footsteps can power the streets through energy-generating tiles, turning daily life into clean energy. Pop culture here is more than entertainment. It's an export to the world. In the 2000s, Japan became Asia's trendsetter, from J-pop idols and Harajuku fashion to the rise of anime on global TV. Even today, anime, manga, and video games shape global imagination. From Studio Ghibli's timeless films to Naruto, One Piece, and Demon Slayer, Japanese stories have become part of childhoods around the globe. But Japan is not just futuristic, it's deeply traditional. Sushi masters perfect their craft for decades. Matcha, the bright green tea of Japan, has become one of the world's most beloved drinks. Centuries-old temples and colorful kimonos keep its heritage alive. Every spring, millions travel to witness the breathtaking cherry blossoms. Order is everywhere. Children walk to school alone. People line up perfectly, even in chaos. Streets stay spotless. Citizens carry trash home, and recycling is almost an art form. And it begins young. In schools, children clean classrooms and serve meals, learning respect and responsibility from day one. Japan's education system ranks among the best in Asia, with universities like Tokyo and Kyoto leading global rankings. And when mistakes are made, leaders bow deeply, sometimes resigning in shame. A culture where honor still means everything. Japan shines as a nation of innovation, culture, education, and integrity. But harmony can hide silence. And in that silence are struggles the world rarely sees. A culture of high work discipline drives productivity, but it also brings exhaustion and stress. In Japan, this pressure can be fatal, leading to karoshi, death from overwork. For 14 consecutive years since 1998, Japan recorded more than 30,000 suicides annually. And nearly 3,000 of those deaths were directly linked to work-related issues. The relentless pressure pushes many to their limits. On Friday nights, drunk office workers collapse on sidewalks. For many children, school is no safe haven. Bullying casts another shadow over Japan's youth. In 2018, more than 540,000 cases were officially reported, most in elementary schools. Over 160,000 children stopped attending school for more than a month, and student suicides rose to over 300 cases in a single year. And when they grow up, the pressure doesn't end. In this highly individualistic society, everyone shoulders their own burdens quietly. Some withdraw completely, hikikomori, shutting themselves away for years. Others escape into fantasy worlds, from virtual realities to the adult industry, which generates billions. but leaves many addicted, unable to form healthy, real relationships. According to a government survey, nearly 1.5 million people have withdrawn from society, confined within their rooms for months or even years. This isolation fuels another crisis. Japan's population is shrinking faster than ever. Marriage rates are falling. Birth rates are at record lows. In the countryside, villages are empty, schools are closing, and entire neighborhoods are left to the elderly. In 2024, more than 58,000 elderly Japanese were found dead alone at home, a phenomenon known as kodokushi. Many were discovered weeks later. And yet, to keep the economy running, Japan has opened its doors to foreign workers, a move that has sparked debate and tension among locals, fearful of losing their culture and identity. And while the future is uncertain, the past still casts its own shadow. Hiroshima and Nagasaki remain scars of a war that reshaped the world. But perhaps the heaviest shadow is what is not taught. While Korea, China, and Indonesia still teach about the suffering under occupation, Japanese textbooks often soften or erase these chapters, leaving new generations unaware of what their nation once did. Japan is both a dream and a warning, a nation that inspires, yet struggles in silence. Perhaps the question isn't whether Japan should be admired, but whether it is ready to face all of itself, past, present, and future. What do you think? Let's talk about it in the comments. And tell me, what country should I cover next?